The latest figures that we're hearing from sources on the ground are that up to 12 people have been killed, and that includes police and army and civilians, because what happened is that initially we understand militants arriving apparently in an auto rickshaw attacked the police station and then went on to attack this army base. They apparently were wearing uniforms when they launched this attack, so they blended in, and they're now still inside this army base. We understand that the attack is still going on. Indian army troops have cornered them in the officers' mess, and there's now a pretty heavy gun battle going on. But as I say, what we understand here is that this was an attack by militants using uniforms, and already quite serious casualties. This is one of the worst attacks there's been of this kind in many years. This is just a short distance from the line of control that divides Indian-controlled Kashmir and Pakistani-controlled Kashmir, and in this past year or so, we've seen an upsurge in violence, both in terms of clashes between the Indian and Pakistani military ranged on both sides of that line of control, but also incidents inside Indian-controlled Kashmir. Now, many here are linking this latest incident to an impending meeting between the Indian and Pakistani Prime Ministers in New York. And there has often been a pattern where when there's any kind of signs of progress between the two sides, talk of peace talks, that you then see violence again. And this has been a back and forth pattern for a very long time. But it's certainly going to cause a lot of disquiet right now, because this is, as I say, one of the worst attacks in some time. And already there's a lot of pressure on the Indian Prime Minister from the opposition and other sources to call off any meeting with Nawaz Sharif, the Pakistani Prime Minister, because people are saying, well, what's the point of talking to the Pakistanis? Because the view here certainly is it comes from Pakistan. What's the point of talking to them, people say, if this kind of thing happens?